Hello everyone, myself Kalpana Chaudhary, Department of Chemistry, RBNB College, Srirampur. Today we are going to see the concept of Boyle's law from the topic States of Matter of 11th standard of new revised syllabus. Now let us see what is this Boyle's law. In 1662, Robert Boyle he is studying on different gases in 1662 and he has carried out number of experiments, and in 1662 he had concluded that at constant temperature, pressure of any gaseous system is inversely proportional to the volume of that system. Now let us see here what is the statement given by Robert Boyle. Statement: at constant temperature, pressure of fixed mass of a gas, that is fixed number of moles, is inversely proportional to its volume. Robert Boyle, he has stated the statement for Boyle's law. At constant temperature, pressure of fixed number of moles is inversely proportional to the volume of that gaseous system. Now here mathematically this law can be expressed as, let us see here, mathematical expression for Boyle's law. At constant temperature, suppose this temperature is a T degree Kelvin, pressure of a fixed amount of gas is inversely proportional to the volume of that gaseous system. P is inversely proportional to volume of the system, that is P proportional to 1 upon V. Now here we can remove this proportionality sign by considering one of the constant. P is equal to K1 upon V. Now here in this topic states of matter we have to study 3 different laws of gases. So here first law is Boyle's law. For our convenience we are writing here K1 for Boyle's law as a proportionality constant, and so P is equal to K1 proportionality constant divided by volume of the gaseous system. Now we can rearrange this equation and we can write P into V is equal to K1. That is, at constant temperature, the product of pressure and volume of gaseous system that remains constant at constant temperature, but that gas is having fixed number of moles. Mass of that gaseous system is fixed, that remains constant throughout the system. Now here let us see the diagrammatical representation for this Boyle's law that is given by Robert. Now here observe this figure. Now here 3 containers are shown in this figure. Now here in the middle container, let us observe P, that is pressure applied for this gaseous system. Gas is filled in this container and pressure applied is 2 atmosphere, and volume of this gaseous system taken in a container, that is 0.5 liter, and temperature of the system is 298 Kelvin. Now here what happens if pressure of this gaseous system is decreased by 1 atmosphere? Then here pressure will become, here initially what is the pressure? 2 atmosphere pressure. Now that is decreased by 1 unit, and so here pressure will become now 1 atmosphere. This 1 atmospheric pressure is less than this P is equal to 2 atmospheric pressure. Now as pressure is decreased, collision between gaseous particles present in a container, that increases, and so that attractive forces decreases and that particles occupies large space in the container. That means volume of that gas increases in the container. When pressure is decreased, volume of this gaseous system increases. Now let us see here next container. In that also that gas is filled. Now here what happens in the middle container? What is the pressure applied? That is 2 atmospheric pressure. Volume is 0.5 liter and temperature remains constant, that is 298 Kelvin. Now here what happened? Pressure is 2 atmosphere. Now if pressure is doubled, that is pressure is increased, then what happened? As pressure increases, that attractive forces between gaseous particle increases and they are come closer to each other. They come closer to each other, and hence volume of this system decreases with respect to amount of pressure. Now here pressure is 2 atmosphere, volume is 0.5 liter. Pressure is doubled, that become 4 atmosphere, then here volume is decreased by 1 by 2. Volume is decreased by 1 by 2 because here volume is 0.5 liter. Now here if we divide this 0.5 by 2, then we'll get here volume 0.25 liter. That means what amount of pressure is increased, with respect to that volume of that system decreases. And here pressure is 2 atmosphere, here pressure will become now half, and so here volume is 0.5 liter, volume becomes here doubled. Volume is doubled because here pressure is decreased, so volume is increased. But what amount of pressure is decreased? With respect to volume of that gaseous system increases. Simply we can say that with increase in pressure, volume of the gaseous system decreases, and with decrease in pressure, volume of the gaseous system increases. They are inversely proportional to each other, and that proportion is what? P proportional to 1 by V at constant temperature. Here in all this system, temperature of the system is constant, that is 298 Kelvin. But with respect to that pressure increase and decrease, volume of the system decreases with respect to the pressure. When pressure increases, volume decreases, and when pressure decreases, volume increases. And this is proved by Robert Boyle in 1662. Now let us see here the relationship of this Boyle's law in terms of density. That means what is the effect of pressure on the density of the gaseous system. Here next concept we will see the relationship between density and pressure, or simply we can say that Boyle's law in terms of density. In terms of density. Now here according to Boyle's law, at constant temperature, pressure proportional to 1 upon V. Pressure varies inversely with volume of the gaseous system. Now here for our convenience we are writing here P is equal to proportionality constant, that is K1 divided by volume of the system. Why that K1 is taken? Boyle's law is the first law we are going to study in the states of matter. So for our convenience that K1 is considered as a proportionality constant. Now here by rearranging this equation we can get here pressure into volume is equal to K1, that is constant. According to Boyle's law, the product of pressure and volume of the gaseous system having fixed number of moles, its product remains constant. So P into V is equal to K1. Now we know that density of gaseous system that is related with the volume by the relation density D is equal to M upon V. Density, D is the density of the gaseous system, M is the mass of that gaseous system and V is the volume of that gaseous system. Now suppose this as a equation number 1, P into V is equal to K1, this is equation first. D is equal to M upon V. Now here from this equation we can rearrange this equation for volume. So volume V is equal to M upon D. M upon D. Now suppose this as a equation number 2. Now by replacing this value of volume from this equation number 2 in equation first, PV is equal to K1, then here we'll get the next equation, pressure into volume we have to replace by M upon D, mass of gas divided by density of gas is equal to K1. Okay, now this law we are going to study for the fixed amount of number of moles. Mass of the gaseous system remains constant. So rearrange this equation, we can write here pressure into mass of the gaseous system divided by this K1. Now this density is divisible to this side, that will go to the upper side on the next side. Now if we observe this equation, then M upon K1, M is the fixed amount of gas that is constant throughout the system, K1 that is proportionality constant, that is also constant, and hence here what is this ratio M upon K1, that is also constant. Now suppose that M upon K1 that constant is K dash, then here we will write this equation P into K dash is equal to D or we can write, if we remove that proportionality sign equal to sign and constant, then here P is equal to K dash into D, this equal sign and K dash that is constant. So we can write here P proportional to D, or we can also write D is proportional to P. What this equation implies? This equation implies that when pressure of the gaseous system increases, the attractive forces between that gaseous particle in the system that also increases, and that gaseous particles come closer to each other. When that gaseous particles come closer to each other, obviously the density of that gaseous particle also increases, and so we can say that if pressure of the system increases, density of that gaseous system also increases. So that is the point. Thank you.